Hey, what is up, you guys? It is the Clone Prince Dara, and today I'm giving you guys the deck profile that some of you guys have been asking for my buddy Germ, his Satellarknights. So, sorry I'm using a different camera. My laptop's gonna bust it right now, so I'm using my phone. But yeah, it's gonna be a little shaky. But get off with the deck profile. So he runs 3 Deneb, 3 Altier, 3 of the Foolish guy. I don't know how to pronounce his name. 2 Vega. So there's a chance. 2 Honest, and then 2 Veilers. I'm using some of my cards to complete the deck profile, but yeah, those are the monsters. Should be it. Now to the spells. 3 Card of Demise, and then I'll go back and I'll explain what he said about each of the cards. So 2 Twin Twister, 1 Regeki, 1 Rhoda, and 1 Instant Fusion. And for the traps, it's a heavy trap lineup. You're going to have your 3 Novas, of course. Sorry, this third one is supposed to be a third strike. I only have 2 strikes, so 3 strikes. Put that up there a bit. 2 Phoenix Chain, 2 Dragon Soul. These are supposed to be Call the Haunteds, 2 Call the Haunteds. And then for the 1-ups, 1 Warning, 1 Emptiness, 1 Torrential, 1 Anti-Spell, 1 Bottomless, 1 Quaking, and 1 Storming. So that's it for the traps in the deck. It's a 42 card deck. Let's see, it's going to the extra deck. Yeah. So 2 Trevor, 1 Dotoros, the Bujin, 2 Tsukiyomi, 1 Omega, 1 Paladynamo. These 2 are supposed to be Utopia, and then Utopia the Lightning. I don't have them. Beastdweller, Excalibur, Emerald, Cowboy, Castell, Norden, and Trish. And for the side deck, let's see. For the side deck, it is 1 Majesties, 2 Menko, 2 Flying Sea, a little bit further away, 3 Maxi, 2 Mind Crush, 2 Imperial Wall, and then the triple Decree. So a lot of you guys, or actually I think a couple of you guys were asking of why he's sides in certain things. So I asked him about the decrees. So he said with the decrees, you play this against decks that run a heavy trap lineup, and there's a lot of like Cliff or Stun and stuff being out in PK Fire. He said he ran this, and because like, here's just give you guys an example. So let's just say that a lot of the times you're gonna have these cards on the field, right? The Call of Haunteds and the Oasis Dragon Soul and the Phoenix Change, you're gonna have on the field. And when you overlay, of course, they're gonna stay on the field. And at that point, they don't matter. Especially if you're playing a heavy trap lineup deck like me, like I play Cliff or Stun, like that thing just solely relies on the traps. This is gonna hurt me more than it hurts Germ or playing the Satellars. Now, if you have something else face down, let's say Strike or Nova or Warning, what Germ says that he does, the reason why he plays these still in the main is because this will kind of be like the last resort. So he'll use the Warning first, he'll use the Nova, or whatever else is whatever other traps he has. Then on the end phase is when he's going to activate the Road Decree. Or if he knows it's going to hurt them more, and he can go into a trivia play. If he knows he can go into one of these, then he'll just play it, and then it doesn't matter if because at that point your opponent can't activate traps anyway. So as soon as it brings this guy out, it's just going to return everything that you have, whether it be your dead Phoenix Chains, Dragon Souls, or Calls, or if you have these set right here, since they can activate pretty much done. They can't activate traps because the decree is active. This will just bounce everything back. and then you can restart from there. So this is kind of to stun your opponent, and especially like I said with him, it'll just bounce it back, the royal decree back, and everything else. I think I have a game recorded where it'll show the clip for, yeah, I'm playing the clip for stun. He royal decrees me with like two or three dead cards, and then he brings him out and he bounces everything back and everything's live again. And all I had were my traps. So, you know, he says he just plays this against decks that rely heavily on their trap cards. So, and it's just using it at the right time. You know, obviously you're not going to play this, activate this, and then set all these. No. But when you have like, you kind of wait for your opponent and you use your resources, and then is when you activate this. Or if this is going to hurt them more than it hurts you, is when you're going to play this. Also, you know, he'll activate it and then ask for a response, nothing, then he'll chain one of these two to it. So, like I said, these will be dead to bring him back, he bounces back, and you have these all live again. So that's for the decree. Also, here we go. The veilers, or the hand traps. So, he says that if he's going against a deck that special summons a lot, you know, let's say PK Fire or Cosmos usually like to go off first turn, he will side in the Maxis if he's going second, because usually every deck wants to go first now. So he will side in the Maxis and side out the Card of Demise, because almost at that point, if you're playing those heavy decks that special summon, this gives you a +2. You know, so if you play a deck that's going to special summon a lot, say the Summon Tour Guide, you activate this, you know, you're going to get your one draw, so it's a 1-for-1, and then you're going to get your second card. You know, because they're going to most likely overlay into Dante or try to establish their boards. You know, and same thing with Cosmos. If at worst, it could be a 1-for-1, but, you know, it's like sometimes they just can't stop their player. They have to get their established board. So if he knows he's going second against a deck that relies a lot on special summoning, he'll side out the Card of Demise and play 3 of these. You know, same thing with the Flying Seas. Now with the Veilers being mained, he said that it doesn't matter. If he has Card of Demise, the only time he won't play it is if he has Honest, because, you know, Honest is just a blowout card fight by itself. So if he has Veiler, he'll still play it. The reason why he does it is just because he can go into Trish. So he can use Instant Fusion to get Norden, special summon, and then he can just summon something else and then go into his Trish low plays. So getting rid of this is not really that bad at all. You know, it's good if you want, you can use your opponent, but he says if you lose it, then it really doesn't matter, because it's the tuner, you can go to your Trish plays. The other card from the Majesty's Fiend, you know, this, I guess kind of the same thing with this, where it's gonna hurt your opponent. You play this and you take the most advantage you can out of it, because you have this and you have all these other traps protecting it. So what he says is he just holds his resources pretty much, and lets his opponent deal with these, you know, with against Cosmo and the PK Fire, Burning Abyss. They're gonna have a harder time, you know, trying to get this off the field than you are, especially with all these traps that you have right here. So he just sits on this, and then you know, once they get rid of it or whatever, then that's when he, you know, will obviously use the rest of his monsters and stuff. But this, like I say, he just takes advantage of this because it's harder. This is one of those cards where if it'll hurt them more than it hurts you. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Anything you have to explain anything else? Sorry guys, I'll scatter. I'm trying to use one hand to move everything. You know, obviously, you know, monarchs and anything that searches. You know, these just don't get OTK'd. But yeah, and then the storming and the quaking, because most of the time you're gonna have monsters, so you don't want to play the drowning, you know. So that's why these two are just to protect your monsters, especially if you have Majesty's Fiend or say game 2 and 3. You know, with drowning, they have to do direct attack, and if they can't get over this, you play these two. You know, it's really good. So yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much it. So for the people that are asking the deck profile, here you go. Sorry, it's kind of scattered, and my usual thing, I say my laptop's pretty busted. I'll get it back in 2 weeks, and I'll be doing my other videos on my GoPro. I'm doing this on my phone right now. So if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and let me know, and then I'll ask Germ. So yeah, you know, a big shout out and thanks to Germ, you know, for letting me use these cards to show you guys the deck profile, and also most of the cards that I use. You know, I want to say thank you, Germ, because a lot of the times I wouldn't make the decks I want to make, you know, without your help, you know. So yeah, a shout out to you, a shout out to Team Rose. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, just go ahead and let me know. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later.